because the Liberals have increased immigration to such unsustainable levels that they were the ones that broke the consensus on immigration. And instead of fixing those issues, instead of listening to the concerns of Canadians, what did they do? They tabled an ill-thought-out bill to enable intergenerational, without limit, chain migration, without any consecutive residency requirements, any substantial presence to Canada, and that is just so wrong and irresponsible. I'm going to tell you what happened with this bill. This is what I suspect happened. Because I've had Liberals privately come and talk to me about how incompetent they think the Liberal immigration minister is. They are shocked, and rightly so, that the Prime Minister would put someone so remarkably incompetent in that role on such an important file. And let me give you proof on how incompetent this person is. She was an immigration minister for 8 years in Nova Scotia, and during that period of time, the audits showed that massive failures in vetting, in setting levels, no response to Auditor General recommendations. She even said that there should be no limits on immigration into her province. Oh, wow. She said it in a CBC interview. She's like, nope, there should be no limits, no caps. And now they've put her in here, and if anybody's been watching her performance in the House, abysmal. Doesn't understand basic numbers on how many people are coming in. Didn't really have a grasp on how many people were leaving the country that were supposed to. And now she's tabled this bill, and this is what I think happened. So you have an incompetent minister who has to deal with this issue. There was a court ruling that the government chose not to appeal, and it needed to address somehow. But rather than take an approach proposed by a Conservative member from the other place, which had a tight, narrowly defined solution that would have addressed the court ruling, they teamed up with a far left, now independent member of this place, to utterly gut that bill and extend Canadian citizenship, turning it almost into like a low-grade frequent flyer program through this bill, okay? It's basically like, you have to scan once every 5 years and you get your loyalty program. That's really what this bill is. So a competent minister would have taken all stakeholder concerns, said, okay, for the few people that the Lost Canadian ruling applied to, let's have a tight, narrow defined bill to address that. That's what she should have done. She should have listened to the stakeholder feedback in endless debate in the previous Immigration Committee and fixed the bill, such that it could have been something that could have been passed through this House. But instead, you know what she did? I don't even think she read the bill, to be honest with you. I think she probably took a memorandum to Cabinet with whatever the department gave to her and said, just table the same thing. And that's what she did. I bet you if we had the ability to question her at length here, she could not go through the provisions of this bill. And to me, that's not responsible government, given the impact of this bill.